Hello everyone, my name's Rachel from Happy Simple People and I'm recording today from my front porch. As you can see, it might seem like a strange place to be talking to you from, but I'll explain why in a minute. And there is, of course, a slight risk someone's going to come knocking at the door at some point, or I'm going to get hit by something flying through letterbox, but I hope that isn't going to happen. So let me share my screen and I'll explain a little bit more about what I'd like to share with you today. So as you can see, here we go. I'm talking about my porch makeover. And the reason I'm excited particularly about talking about this is it's something that's taken a few months to pull together, and I've learned some new skills along the way. So I feel really pleased with it. So porch, this is what the porch looks like from the outside. So I live in an Edwardian house built in about 1905, and the porch bit is just inside here, just in that little area there, and it's north facing. And this is what it looked like back in the spring. So not particularly a very inspiring entrance or exit as you were coming in and out of the house. It used to get me down a bit. It was, because it's by the front door, a bit of a dumping ground. So you can see we have boxes and a vacuum here ready to be taken to the tip. And there was also some residual damp from a previous problem that had been fixed, but you can probably see the tiles there are quite dark. And as you came in, it smelled quite damp and musty. And it just wasn't a very inspiring space. It didn't make a great first impression. And you can also see here, it was where some of our outdoor shoes were stored, or Wellingtons, etc., and walking boots on this old shoe rack. So I was quite keen to do something with the space because I wanted to feel a bit more positive as I was going in and out of the house. So this is what it looks like now. And this has been, as I said, it's taken a little while, but actually it's a fairly simple project to do. And I think the most exciting thing for me was for Christmas, I got a drill with drill bits. And I was able to learn a few really basic DIY skills. It's never been my forte, but I had great fun just putting nails and hooks in the wall to get the space looking much better than it did before. So this has been great for me and given me confidence to try something a bit more ambitious next time around. So the main things here on the wall are the addition of these mirrors, and these were from a Stu Ryder charity shop online, and just cost £15 for the 3. They're really lightweight, so they don't need really strong fittings in the wall. And you know, if they break, it's not so bad because they're not hugely expensive. So 3 in different sizes for £15. So that was a great start. And I went for round because it echoes the round window we've got here. Very fortunate to have some stained glass with a nautical theme. So it was also a little bit like portholes as well. So I was really pleased when I found those. And the other thing, the planters. So from the local garden centre, I think they're about £7 each. It's a kind of tough plastic, and I just experimented with some different plants to see which ones would thrive in this kind of environment. And ivy turned out to be one of the best ones. Obviously, ivy is very resilient and likes growing wherever it can get its roots. So it seems to be working very well for those plants. The fact it's north facing and doesn't get any direct sunlight doesn't deter them. They seem quite happy. So down here we have we still have the shoe rack, and it has sloping shelves. So perhaps if I just move forward here. Oh yes, there's some more pictures here of the window. Sorry, the window and the mirrors and the plants. I can see a little bit of a clearer picture there. And the shoe rack. So it has sloping shelves, and because this is a north facing area, I decided to go with its natural attributes as a space. It never gets hot always a cool environment, and it seemed to be a good position for wine and beer, etc., rather than having it in the kitchen. So moved it in here. The shoe rack with its sloping shelves was perfect for putting bottles on. And then on the top shelf, I used one of those carry container plastic, I'm not quite sure what you call them, where you can see from the garden centre where I've been buying plants previously. I just kept this this sort of rack, and popped on the top shelf here, and tried some different plants over the months. So I had some daffodils here earlier in the spring, so they brought a bit of colour, and then I put that into the garden when they'd finished. But these ones that we have at the moment seem to be quite happy with the space. What I found, I was really surprised, what I found was that the residual damp here disappeared really quickly because the plants seem to be drawing up the damp, the water from the atmosphere, and they didn't need watering very often because they were finding it elsewhere from the space. So the smell of damp has completely gone. The plants are absorbing it, which has just been fantastic. So this is what they're like at the moment. These are the ones I have here growing. They seem very happy. Succulents seem to be doing well despite no direct sunlight. And yeah, still experimenting a little bit, but I think what I have at the moment seems to be working. And this was a plant I already had, this large succulent here. So I just got a new pot for that one to show it off a little bit better. And the final thing was the boots, of course. So the boots, I've got a boot stand like this. This is still a practical space, so we still need to have boots, etc., by the front door. And this is great for just popping your Wellingtons onto. But I also found, because I have quite a few large hand puppets in the house, as you can see, it made a great stand for those because they're always quite awkward to store. You need something to prop them onto. So boot stand for hand puppets if you have grandchildren or kids or nieces or nephews or other young people around. That would be something I would suggest as a storage solution, storage and display. So that is the end of my porch project. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a project I've had great fun with. It hasn't been costly. It's been more around looking at the space I had available, looking at its attributes, and what it could be used for, not trying to turn it into something that wasn't going to work, but working with it and its characteristics, and getting in a few low-cost enhancements, which I was then able to put in place myself with a few new skills and a lovely new drill. So I hope that might encourage you to go off and do something similar. If you've got a little space in your house that gets you down or isn't quite as you'd like it to be, maybe you can think about what you can do with it. So thank you for watching. You will, I hope, be seeing a Happy Silver People book at some time being published. But in the meantime, you can find me on YouTube. There are lots of other YouTube videos to watch, or on Facebook, and I have a Facebook, Happy Silver People Facebook community, and you'd be very welcome to join if you can find me there. So goodbye for now, and enjoy your day.